Not too long ago, a movie came out starring an all-Asian cast. The film was funny and touching, with an intricate set design and some of the best cinematography in film to date. It has been universally loved by both critics and audiences alike. This film is without a doubt one of the best movies ever made, not only because there are Asian people in it, but because there are no white people in it. Now, of course, that movie is Oldboy. It turns out the movie starts off with a couple of kids destroying a hotel. Here we can see them leaving what appears to be human feces all over the floor. Because of this interruption, the manager of the hotel politely asks the mother of these kids to leave, even going so far as to recommend another hotel in Chinatown so that she can feel more comfortable. Eleanor is immediately offended by this for obvious reasons, because as everyone knows, there are actually no hotels in Chinatown, only noodle shops and places to get that weird finger trap thing. Eleanor then leaves to a phone booth to try and turn into Superman. Unfortunately for her, it is the mid-90s and there are no good Superman movies to be seen, so instead she calls in an airstrike on the hotel. Cut to present day and we meet Rachel, a teacher of game theory at NYU and an all-around kind-hearted individual. The actor who plays Rachel, Constance Wu, said that she wanted this role to go beyond cliched Asian stereotypes, unlike that TV show where she plays a cliched Asian stereotype.
Here is your plan. I've thought of everything.
Now this scene is very important because here we get to see an Asian man with his shirt off, something that's never been done before in film. Rachel then goes to the house of her best friend Awkwafina, who is the only actual source of comedy in this entire film. Ultimately, this scene here really shines because the movie gets an opportunity to move away from the harmful anti-Asian stereotypes of the past. Thank God this movie doesn't play into Asian stereotypes.
To meet you too. Chu, cuckoo, could you, poo poo? I'm just kidding.
Never mind. Afterwards, Rachel and Awkwafina go to Nick's house, where Nick introduces Rachel to his mom, Eleanor. And if you look closely enough, you'll see that Eleanor has turned into none other than the Wicked Witch of the Southeast. The Wicked Witch doesn't like Rachel because she's an American who blindly follows her passion of being a broke YouTube video creator. Oh wait. She's what? Oh, she's an economics professor? Wait, that's not respectable enough? You're joking, right? All this bullshit about American passion. Rachel says passion like one time, and Eleanor just goes off on her. Like, chill, she's a fucking economics professor. She's pretty fucking disciplined. Then we find Michael and Astrid alone together. Michael is stressing out about how much of a loser he is, and Astrid brings him some food in an attempt to poison him because of his failures. But her plans are foiled because she forgot to bring a fork. Michael then leaves to get a fork, and Astrid picks up the phone and reads this. Things got even worse when she received this message just shortly after. Now, obviously this text message could mean literally anything, but of course Astrid jumps to conclusions. The next day, Rachel and Nick go their separate ways to enjoy the bachelor and bachelorette parties. So let's see, what does Nick and his friends do? Like have a few drinks, some strippers or something?
Oh my God! This is the greatest party I've ever seen. Look, they're coming in on helicopters.
That guy just shot a rocket into the ocean. This is fucking amazing. What are the girls up to? Oh, shopping. Right. During the bachelorette party, Rachel runs into Nick's ex-girlfriend, who offers to have a threesome with Rachel and Nick. Rachel is disgusted by this offer because she only likes Devil's Three-Ways. Rachel then decides to go to her room to get away from Nick's crazy ex, but is shocked when she finds a dead fish on her bed. Now, as we all know, cutting up a fish head is a traditional Chinese ritual that signifies good luck and fortune. Rachel, however, assumes it to be an offensive sign brought on by the devil. Luckily, Astrid is there to correct her behavior. In the next scene, Astrid shows Rachel how to bury the fish as a sign of respect. Astrid then cries because it has been a very long time since her husband has killed a fish for her, and also because he cheated on her. Later, Rachel is invited to the dumpling factory to see how the young family makes their money. Now, normally they would use slave labor to get the dumplings made, similar to how Nike makes their shoes, but the Wicked Witch of the Southwest decides it would be better to make Rachel suffer by having her make dumplings herself. Rachel is then introduced to Nick's Ama, aka the Good Witch of the Southeast, who is also in charge of the entire dumpling/child labor operation. Soon after, Rachel tries to wipe off all the blood, sweat, and dough from her labors, only to be confronted by the Wicked Witch, who then goes on to lecture Rachel about passion, American values, and, dumplings. Anyway, so Rachel feels all discouraged, but then Awkwafina is all like, "You do game theory, right?" And Rachel's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that skill I've mastered and now teach for a living. Thanks, Aqua." And thus, Rachel goes to the wedding in style and with confidence. But then, she is confronted by both of the Southeast witches. They find out that Rachel's father used to work for the young family, making what? That's right, dumplings. One day, Rachel's father got tired of the grueling labor and fled to America, leaving behind hundreds of unmade dumplings. And because of this, both of the witches condemn Rachel and banish her from ever making dumplings again. Rachel is shocked and does what any hero in this situation would do. She takes a nap for about 11 days. After getting the rest she deserves, Rachel challenges the Wicked Witch to a battle of wits by playing a game of Chinese chess, also known as Candyland. Lucky for Rachel, the Wicked Witch gets stuck in the chocolate swamp, allowing Rachel to win, and as per the rules of Candyland, Rachel becomes the de facto owner of the dumpling factory, making her richer than Nick. With this newfound moolah, Rachel finally knows what it's like to be better than everyone, thus realizing the importance of passion and the American dream. And so she and Nick decide to head to Vegas to have a proper Asian marriage. Ultimately, this was a pretty good movie. I liked it a lot. I give it 3 long duck dongs out of 5.
Being objectified is something I've always wondered, like how I look at other women, other Hollywood women on TV. But now I know what it feels like. So it feels great.